kann nicht beschwören, was das ist, aber bestimmt kein Aspirin. Wieso sagst du mir nicht, was es ist?
No hablo español.
Komm mir nicht so, Mann, ja? Ich lasse mich nicht von dir verschaukeln. Also raus jetzt mit der Wahrheit. Ich will wissen, woher du diese Pillen hast und was du mit ihnen in letzter Zeit gemacht hast. Fangen wir also von vorne an. Hm? Zum Beispiel mit meiner Frau.
Ich könnte sie umbringen für das, was
Brick,
sie
nein,
erfahren haben.
Nein! Nein, Brick!
Brick, um Gottes Willen!
Keinen Schritt weiter oder sie ist tot.
Bitte,
Wie ist das, Lilly? Nach Luft zu ringen und es ist keine da, hä? Aber das hier geht schneller als Ersticken im Rauch. Ich will, dass Sie das erleiden, was Amy erlitten hat.
Das wollen Sie doch
Oh
gar
nein,
nicht.
da liegen Sie falsch. Ganz falsch. Ich werde es tun. Ich werde Ihnen alles heimzahlen, aber ohne Zeugen. Und wenn's passiert, lassen Sie mich los. Und wenn's passiert, wird so sein wie bei Amy. Und niemand wird in der Lage sein, es zu beweisen, auch wenn alle wissen, dass ich es gewesen bin.
Fehlt dir auch nichts.
Er hat mir nichts getan.
Verschwinden Sie, bevor ich meine Meinung ändere.
Ich habe dir doch geraten, nicht hierher zu kommen. Hast du jetzt genug?
Wenn ich doch nur irgendetwas tun könnte. Ich wünschte, ich könnte irgendetwas tun, um alles ungeschehen zu machen.
Sagen Sie das nicht mir. Sagen Sie das dem Jungen. Er ist oben und wartet. Aber ich warne Sie, er weint sehr viel. Er ruft nach seiner Mutter. Er kann nicht verstehen, wieso sie nicht antwortet.
Mein Manager sagte mir, dass jemand hier sei.
Es war niemand da, als ich hereinkam.
Eden, ich bin mitten in der Vorstellung.
Ja, ich weiß.
Ich muss mich umziehen für den nächsten Akt.
Können wir uns nicht dabei unterhalten?
Worüber unterhalten?
Ich wollte mich nur bei Ihnen bedanken. Dafür, dass Sie letzte Nacht gekommen sind und mir erzählt haben, was zwischen Ihnen, Cruz und Katie passiert ist.
Cruz dachte, Sie sollten es wissen. Danken Sie ihm, nicht mir.
Das werde ich. Sobald Sie das, was Sie ausgelassen haben, erzählen.
Okay, willst du mir etwa sagen, dass dir die Pillen verschrieben worden sind?
Ja, ich leide unter Migräneanfällen. Gerade im Moment habe ich einen.
Wo ist die Beschriftung?
Was weiß denn ich? Ich habe die Pillen schon 2 Jahre.
Aha. Was hast du getan? Hast du die beiden Fläschchen miteinander vertauscht, ja?
Was willst du hören? Das Märchen von einem, der Tabletten vertauschte oder was?
Nein, erzähl mir keine Geschichten. Ich will hören, aus welcher Apotheke die Tabletten sind. Oder von welchem Arzt. Wieso sparst du uns nicht die Mühe? Das Labor kann sie datieren, also sag mir die Wahrheit.
Na, hör auf, Castillo. Die Pillen kommen doch von dir. Du hattest keine Beweise für deine schmierigen Anschuldigungen und hast welche erfunden.
Das war gar nicht nötig.
Sag mal, hältst du mich für blöd? Du kommst hier rein und willst mir was anhängen. Hast du auf der Polizeischule etwa gelernt, dass man sich seine Beweise selbst zusammenbasteln muss?
Hör zu, Mann. Manche Leute haben einfach einen besseren Instinkt als andere. Das weißt du auch.
Instinkt, dass ich nicht lache. Du und Victoria, ihr... Meine Güte. Wie konnte ich nur so blöd sein? Victoria hat mich gebeten, die Wohnung zu verlassen, damit du in Ruhe deine sogenannten Beweise deponieren konntest. Richtig?
Eine interessante Theorie. Ich bin gespannt, was dir sonst noch dazu einfällt, wenn diese Pillen erstmal im Labor gewesen sind.
Das ist doch Blödsinn. Das Labor wird meine Unschuld beweisen.
Du weißt genau, ich erzähle keinen Quatsch. Anscheinend haben wir verschiedene Auffassungen von unserem Beruf. Ich bringe zum Beispiel keine Wanzen an.
Wovon sprichst du?
Ich spreche davon, dass du mein Telefon angezapft hast. Oder willst du das abstreiten?
Wie ich dich kenne, wirst du dir deine Beweise schon suchen, Cruz. Dazu wünsche ich dir Glück.
Oh, danke. Ich werde es zwar nicht brauchen, aber trotzdem danke.
Nein. Sitzen.
Wieso?
Ja, genau so. Heb deinen Kopf etwas höher. Und sieh zum Fenster. Ja. Genau so. Das ist es.
Nick? Woher weißt du, wann die Leute am Telefon zu Ende gesprochen haben?
Lass mich kurz nachdenken. Meistens verabschieden sich die Leute mit einem Auf Wiederhören. Und dann hörst du ein Klick.
Komisch. In der Klinik, da durfte ich nie telefonieren. Ich weiß nicht wieso, ob es zu gefährlich war. Dabei wäre es so schön gewesen, mal mit jemandem zu sprechen. Nick, es funktioniert nicht, wenn du da drauf drückst.
Ja, so geht das nicht. Du kannst nicht einfach willkürlich drauf loswählen.
Und wieso nicht?
Weil du so nicht weißt, wen du am anderen Ende erreichst.
Du meinst, ich muss ihn erst kennenlernen? Kein Wunder, dass ich nicht durfte.
Du hast damals in der Klinik sowieso nicht mehr gesprochen, habe ich recht? Warum eigentlich nicht? Oh, Alice, es tut mir leid. Ist jetzt auch nicht wichtig. Also, Du rufst jemanden an, den du magst. Aber vorher musst du lernen, wie man telefoniert.
P-A-U-L. Paul.
Nein, so geht das nicht.
Oh Nick, was soll das denn eigentlich? Fotos, Fotos und nochmal Fotos. Bist du es nicht allmählich leid?
Nein, niemals. Verflucht. Aber leider ist andauernd der Film im falschen Augenblick zu Ende. So wie jetzt.
Na endlich, du machst sowieso zu viele Fotos. Ich kann mir gar nicht vorstellen, wozu du sie alle brauchst. Ich weiß. Du nimmst sie und legst sie zum Entwickeln in eine Wanne.
Und dann klebe ich sie alle in einen Ordner.
Ich habe jemanden in der Klinik kennengelernt, der hat auch mal als, ich glaube, als Ordner gearbeitet.
Nein, Alice, ich meine in diesem Fall einen Ordner, in dem man Fotografien sammelt.
Du meinst, du willst dieses Foto aufheben?
Ja.
Oh nein, ich habe in der Klinik auch jemanden kennengelernt. Er hat alles, was er gefunden hat, in Kartons aufgehoben. Zum Beispiel alle Strümpfe oder irgendwelche Kaugummis.
Ich mache diese Fotos, um die Leute von irgendetwas zu überzeugen. Sie sehen, wie hübsch du bist und überlegen sich, was sie tun können, damit sie genauso hübsch sind. Und dann achten sie vielleicht darauf, was für ein Kleid oder welchen Schmuck du trägst. Vielleicht welches Make-up du benutzt oder welches Auto du fährst. Und wenn sie dich mit all diesen Sachen sehen, dann vielleicht, aber auch nur vielleicht, werden sie es kaufen.
Aber ich will nicht, dass die Leute meine Sachen kaufen. Sie sind noch ganz neu.
Nein, so meine ich das nicht. Du sollst die Sachen von anderen Leuten tragen, die diese anschließend verkaufen wollen. Glaub mir, du verdienst dabei einen ganzen Haufen Geld.
Das hast du dir nur ausgedacht.
Nein, ganz sicher nicht. Ich glaube, du hast noch eine große Karriere vor dir.
Woher wissen Sie, dass sie eine machen will?
Niemand wird sie zu irgendetwas zwingen, wozu sie keine Lust hat.
Hallo Jane. Nick erzählt mir gerade Geschichten von Leuten, die sich nur Kleider kaufen, wenn ich sie vorher trage.
Ja, ich habe gehört, was Nick gesagt hat. Aber im Großen und Ganzen bist du doch sehr glücklich hier, oder?
Oh ja, es ist toll hier. Mr. Lockwood sagt, dass ich für immer bleiben kann.
Ja, so ist es. Und bestimmt hast du auch ausreichend Beschäftigung.
Ja, das Haus ist so groß. Zuerst koche ich das Mittagessen und dann mache ich die Betten. Jedes Laken ganz genau.
Einen Moment, verstehe ich das richtig? Soll Alice nun ihre Erfüllung in diesem Haushalt finden?
Nein, das hat niemand gesagt. Woher hast du dieses Kleid? Ich habe es noch nie gesehen.
Es ist hübsch, nicht? Nick hat's mir gekauft.
Sie bekommen das Geld zurück. Wie teuer war es?
Dieses Kleid habe ich ihr geschenkt.
Was ist los, Jane? Bist du jetzt böse auf mich?
Schon gut, das konntest du nicht wissen. Aber von jetzt an solltest du von Männern keine Geschenke mehr annehmen. Du bekommst doch genug Geld von deiner Mutter. Du hättest ablehnen sollen.
Das hättest du mir sagen müssen.
Alice.
Ich werde es wieder ausziehen.
Wieso haben Sie das getan? Macht es Ihnen Spaß? Nur, dass Sie es wissen, sie macht mir ein Geschenk, indem sie sich von mir fotografieren lässt. Ich wollte mich lediglich bei ihr revanchieren. Und Sie gönnen ihr nicht das bisschen Anerkennung.
Nick. Alice ist zum jetzigen Zeitpunkt noch nicht in der Lage, zwischen Ihnen und jemand anderem zu unterscheiden. Das ist der Grund, warum sie nicht von jedem Geschenke annehmen kann. Sie wissen, dass manche Männer glauben könnten, sie sei ihnen dafür etwas schuldig.
Hallo. Hat vielleicht von euch jemand Lust, sich mit mir im Garten zu betätigen?
Nein, Sie haben da ganz sicher eine bessere Hand für. Wissen Sie, dass jede Pflanzenart, die ich berühre, vom Aussterben bedroht ist?
Sie glauben nicht, was Ihnen entgeht. Ach, haben Sie Alice gesehen?
Sie ist nach oben gegangen.
Aha. Ach, würden Sie mir einen Gefallen tun und Sie bitten, mein Bett nicht zu machen? Ich bin es nicht gewohnt, dass man so viel Aufhebens um mich macht. Im Übrigen macht sie es so gut, dass ich mich gar nicht hineintraue.
Sehen Sie, Alice ist im Augenblick sehr verletzlich und ich möchte doch nur verhindern, dass ihr irgendjemand wehtut.
Wenn Ihnen Alice wirklich so sehr am Herzen liegt, wie Sie sagen, dann sehen Sie sie bitte als erwachsenen Menschen an. Denn der ist sie. Und versuchen Sie nicht, sie Männern gegenüber misstrauisch zu machen.
Was dich betrifft, Mason, du bist an Lily Light geraten und tust seither so, als wenn du ein Heiliger wärst. Aber mich kannst du mit dieser Masche nicht beeindrucken. Du bist eine Schlange und nichts weiter. Und eine Schlange bleibt eine Schlange, auch wenn sie sich häutet.
Rick, Mason und Lily halfen mir, als ich völlig verzweifelt war.
Ich bin nicht verzweifelt, denn ich weiß, was ich tun werde.
Komm, Lily, es ist alles gesagt. Alles Weitere liegt bei ihm.
Vielleicht war es falsch, dass ich hier gekommen bin. Wenn ich Ihnen Schmerz zugefügt haben sollte, so lag das bestimmt nicht in meiner Absicht.
Ich gehe schon.
Nein, lassen Sie nur.
Rick, Sie sind erschöpft. Sie sollten sich von mir helfen lassen.
Johnny und ich, wir verstehen uns. Er ist mein Ein und Alles. Verstehen Sie das, Santana? Ich habe nur noch ihn.
Ja, das verstehe ich sehr gut.
Tut mir leid und danke für alles.
Ich komme wieder. Auch wenn Sie es vielleicht nicht möchten.
Was es dazu zu sagen gibt, habe ich gesagt. Ich spreche nicht gern über diese Sache, deshalb möchte ich nicht nochmal davon anfangen.
Nun, das kann ich verstehen, doch jetzt bin ich nun mal hier. Es ist wichtig für mich, dass ich mir über einiges klar werde. Soviel ich weiß, waren Cruz und Sie nichts weiter als ineinander verliebt. Das ist kein Verbrechen.
Doch, wenn eine junge Frau deswegen sterben muss, kann es sehr wohl eines sein.
Wenn Katie Timmons sich umgebracht hat, weil sie und Cruz sich geliebt haben, dann stimmte schon vorher was nicht mit ihr.
Deswegen haben Sie sich doch nichts vorzuwerfen. Ich werfe mir vor, dass ich es hätte vorhersehen müssen. Spätestens als ich die Briefe gelesen hatte, ich habe Ihnen doch davon erzählt.
Ja, das haben Sie.
Die Briefe waren ziemlich eindeutig, wenn Sie verstehen.
Waren Sie eifersüchtig?
Wie meinen Sie das?
Sie muss Ihnen doch erzählt haben, was sie für Cruz empfindet. Ich meine, das kann doch nicht alles so einfach an Ihnen vorübergegangen sein.
Wieso sehen Sie sich eigentlich die Briefe nicht selbst an?
Was jetzt?
Ja, während ich auf der Bühne bin, hätten Sie Gelegenheit dazu. Sie erklären mehr, als ich es könnte.
Oh, entschuldigen Sie, wissen Sie, ob Mason Capwell hier ist?
Nein, Madame. Möchten Sie, dass ich nachsehe, ob er einen Tisch reserviert hat?
Nein, nicht nötig. Danke.
Ja?
Hallo, ich bin's. Ich bin im Orient Express. Rate mal, wen ich hier gerade gesehen habe. Hast du den Durchsuchungsbefehl? Bist du in seiner Wohnung gewesen?
Ja, allerdings warte ich noch auf den Bericht des Labors, der meine Vermutungen bestätigen soll. Möchtest du, Santana?
Ich wusste gar nicht, dass du auch dahinter steckst. Es geht doch nichts über ein gemeinsames Erfolgserlebnis. Also da bist du, Cruz, Tori und noch jemand. Einer, um die Pillen zu besorgen, einer, um mich aus der Wohnung zu locken und wahrscheinlich noch jemand.
Ich habe nichts damit zu tun.
Ich habe genau gehört, wie du Cruz gefragt hast, ob er in der Wohnung gewesen ist.
Ich wusste von dem Durchsuchungsbefehl und wollte wissen, was passiert ist.
Jemand hat mich reingelegt. Entweder einer von euch oder ihr alle. Wer?
Das ist typisch für dich, findest du nicht? Die meiste Zeit verbringst du damit herauszufinden, wer dir auf die Schliche gekommen sein könnte.
Ich bitte dich, würdest du endlich mit dieser alten Leier
Ich höre auf, wann es mir passt. Ich hoffe, dass sie dich bald ins Gefängnis stecken. Das wäre auch nur gerecht, wenn man bedenkt, was du mit mir gemacht hast.
Ich hoffe, dass das, was ich vor mir sehe, keine Fata Morgana ist.
Ich dachte, Sie hätten vielleicht Durst.
Madame, ich stehe auf ewig in Ihrer Schuld.
Ist es nicht so heiß, um hier draußen in der Erde rumzuwühlen?
Meine Hände sind an harte Arbeit gewöhnt. Salute.
In fact, look. Look at this. If you look very carefully,
Phosphide nanotone.
I'm impressed. You're wrong, but I'm impressed. Now, it is actually, you know what this is? It is a tetrified herbal grass succulent. But we have about 12 of them I've dug up over the years.
You're into paleontology?
Oh, a little archaeology and anthropology. It's been kind of a consuming passion since I was a boy.
Me too, paleontology.
Really?
Yeah, I just show you all my books. I almost made it in it.
Well,
You go on digs and things like that.
well, up until very recently, I used to go on a couple expeditions a year. How about you?
Oh, no, I haven't, but I've always wished I could. I used to hang out at the Natural History Museum when I was a kid. It's a great place to spend time when I didn't want to be home.
What was wrong with home?
There wasn't one. Not really, not the usual thing. My mom, never seemed to be able to keep the same man in her life for more than a few months. But lucky for me, whenever we moved, we seemed to move to a place big enough that'd have its own museum, and I'd make that my home.
You haven't mentioned the father.
I never had the pleasure. Not really. So, how about you? How did you get started in digging things up?
Oh, my mother and father were born explorers. My father was a real adventurer, and I do believe that my mother invented the word. Yeah, they spent half their life on safari.
Ah, how romantic.
Yeah, they were quite a pair. You know, my father built this house. Till very recently, the place was bursting with lockerages. We had them coming out of the walls. Kids, my mother.
Miss it.
This kid's got to grow up and go away sometimes, don't they? You know what? I better get back to work here. I promised that I would clear this area. My mother always wanted to make a little garden here, and I thought I'd do it while she was away. Eh?
Oh, that is so sweet of you.
Oh, listen, she's done plenty for me. That is when she's not in an absolutely incorrigible mood, which is quite often.
Well, I want you to tell me that. Tell me more. Go ahead.
Tell you more? Well, we better not get started. We'll be here all night.
Well, it was a good thing that I made plenty of ice tea.
Any word from the lab? Since when do they come up with anything in less than an hour? Yeah, I guess I am jumping the gun a little bit. Yeah, I guess so. What do you expect to find in those pills anyway? Plenty, man. When I do, it's going to turn this department, hell, the whole city upside down. Well, that sounds big. Yeah, it is. Listen, Paul, you don't have to stick around here and hold my hand. You know, I can wait for this stuff by myself. You sure? Well, anything is better than watching you burn a hole in your wristwatch. Burn a hole in your wristwatch? Who's the girl? Oh, no, don't play detective with Lucy. I'm out there. Yeah, I'll give her my best. I will. Oh, Mason, what can I do for you?
I thought we ought to put our heads together about this Amy Wallace inquiry. I'm going to be representing Haley at the hearing.
Yeah, so I heard. I hope whoever is representing Ted gives him better advice than you have.
Yeah, I thought I should just be up on any evidence that you guys have gathered. I don't want to keep showing up with any surprises.
All right. Everything we've got is in this folder. You're free to look it over.
Thank you.
Listen, all I've got you here, maybe I should pick your legal brain.
Much as it is.
I've got a hypothetical question for you.
That's convenient. I specialize in hypothetical law.
Suppose there was this guy who was in service to the public in a responsible position, and he was found to be in possession of some controlled substances that were illegally obtained. What would happen to this public servant?
Well, one thing, I don't think he'd be a public servant much longer.
So he'd lose his job. Would he also go to jail?
That would depend on his lawyer. I could probably keep him from serving time.
And what if the same guy gave these same controlled substances to some other person without her knowledge?
Are we talking about the same person I think we're talking about?
I'm not at liberty to divulge names.
Well, I am. If you're saying that Keith Timmons could be locked up, I can assure you I'd like nothing better. If there's anything I can do to speed things along, you just let me know.
They're painful, aren't they? Even now. Imagine how I felt knowing her. Even though I knew Cruz didn't have the same feelings for her, it was painful knowing how much he loved him. Here. Do you mind handing me my robe? I think it's on that chair over there. Thank you. So you understand a little better now? Yes, I guess I do a little. How was your show today? Well, the audience seemed pretty restless. You know, it's a beautiful day. I think everybody wanted to be out playing tennis, me included. I hate tennis. Well, hang gliding then. You and Cruz ever?
No, we don't hang glide.
Well, I guess that was back in the old days. I don't think you have time for that anymore.
I don't think it's a matter of time.
Oh, you know what I mean. Jobs, responsibilities. People change. He was very different then.
For better or worse.
Just different. He used to be so wild and impulsive. I didn't think he'd ever change.
He's impulsive now. And so am I. We're both very explosive at times.
Yes, well, you obviously can handle that. He seems to enjoy just staying at home with you.
You make that sound kind of deadly.
I don't mean to.
I think you do. I think you like to suggest that I've taken this magnificent, untamed creature and domesticated him into mediocrity.
I hope not. That would be a sure way to lose him, don't you think?
You think I deserve to lose Cruz?
You're putting words in my mouth. I just think it'd be a shame if he lost his old spirit.
And how am I contributing to that? I never said you were. Do you ever think that maybe it's not healthy to think about how things used to be all the time? Most people, they accept change. You seem to be in a constant state of mourning.
I'm not mourning anything in my life. No.
You don't think about how you and Cruz could have been married?
It didn't happen, so what's the point of dwelling on it?
Maybe you should ask that of yourself. If you're still in love with him.
Is that a question?
Sure. I'd love to know.
I still have very warm feelings for Cruz. I can't imagine feeling otherwise. But unrequited love is not something I've had much appetite for.
Thank you.
For what?
Or you could have told me it was none of my business, but after all, you would have been wrong.
I think that would have created more tension between us. I don't want that.
What do you want, Victoria Lane?
Between us? Mutual respect, I guess. Friendship is possible. You think it's possible?
Anything's possible. I really don't think the odds favor it, though.
We have got an awful lot in common.
That's what I mean. Goodbye, Victoria.
I didn't realize I was going to be interrupting the photo session.
No, not at all.
Nick always says to ignore him. Very strange.
Exactly. Just pretend I'm not here.
Well, certainly try.
And Mr. Lockridge, he's in the garden with a shovel digging up his own grass. Isn't that odd? You know, people who don't live in hospitals do the craziest things. I don't even get to sleep in the afternoon anymore because I'm so excited about what they're going to be doing.
Well, I can see how excited you are. Well, what are the pictures for?
Oh, Nick's putting together a book with pictures about me, and I don't know, who would want to look at a book like that?
Oh, I think Nick does.
I'm putting together a portfolio for Alice. I'm sure we're going to find a lot of interest in her for modeling.
Well, is it easier to get certain kinds of work if you have somebody that you don't pay to post them?
No, I meant work for Alice.
Not saying anything Polish yours, I just hope so.
Oh, no. I don't want to burst anybody's bubble. I mean, if you're happy about this, then great. That's great.
Oh, I'm happy.
Good.
Yes, but I always eat dinner at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and not before. I know I don't have to anymore, but I still do.
Okay. But if we leave real soon, we can have the forks in our hands. We're ready to go by 6:30. That is, if you want to have dinner with me.
Jane, I'm going to have dinner with Paul. Unless that's like receiving a gift. Well, you know, dinner and a dress, well, they're not quite the same. So if it's not okay, then I will make dinner here, and then Paul will here, and then we don't have to go out.
So you tell me what you think.
Who's she, your mother?
It's okay. You can go out. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you very much, Jane. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Lionel. Hey. I can sing so faster than anybody. You want to see me?
Wait. Do me a favor. When you're changing, change out of this, too. You don't need it.
Okay. Well, it's sticky and it gets all over the place, and the only reason I wear it is because the lightning says so.
And the princess's name was Samoya. Well, they buried her with her favorite pet, which was a cat, you see. And when they found the mummy, it was amazingly well preserved, but there was one great big surprise.
Well, what?
When they examined the mummy at the museum later, they found this beautiful gold and emerald amulet around its neck. Not the mummy, the cat. They never thought they'd find that kind of treasure on the cat.
Well, where is it now?
Oh, it's in a glass case in the museum in Cairo. There's also a picture of some buddies of mine and me somewhere off to the side. I guess it's about as near as I ever got to being famous, except that one time I was on TV.
You were on TV?
Oh, it was just a local station. It was just like that.
Well, what was it? Oh, a talk show. You interviewed other amateur archaeologists, things like that?
I was a mattress salesman.
You what? No.
Yeah. I did it as a dare. It's a long story. Anyway, I kind of lived life to the fullest.
Oh. You are the strangest man I've ever met.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have to work to get there, either.
People say that I'm strange, too.
Really? Join the club. Okay? Come on.
This is very nice. I guess the star gets the best dressing room.
Can I offer you something to drink? I think it's late enough to have some wine.
No, thank you.
Well, I'm going to have a little.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Yes. I think you're the only one who would understand. Ever since I have been back here, I have felt very isolated. It seems that I spend all my time here. See, I was looking forward to coming home and seeing a lot of my old friends, and now it seems that my old friends don't want to see me. They're too involved with other people.
Is this about Keith? What did he say to you? I don't understand why he'd be angry with you.
No, Keith really doesn't have any use for me, and I just assumed he ignored me.
I see. You were talking about Cruz, weren't you?
Yeah. Ever since I've been back, I run into him, and he's cold and distant. I mean, I didn't expect to pick up where we left off, but I thought at least we would be friends.
Why do you think he's acting like that?
I don't know. It's so unlike him. He's so polite and proper. Maybe Eden doesn't want him talking to me. I can't see why she would object, though. He seems so devoted to her.
He is. Trust him.
I'm sorry. I brought up a sore subject.
No, Eden has been a fact of my life for a long time, and I've decided that I'm just going to stop letting that run me. I'm going to stop running away from it. You see, Eden has always been first with Cruz. Looks like she always will be.
Think they're going to get married?
Oh, as soon as my divorce is final with Cruz. Probably the same second.
Well, no, things could change between now and then. It happens.
No, not with those two. Anyone who tries to get between those two will be in for a rude awakening.
Then why is she so possessive and insecure?
Eden?
Because she was over here earlier. She wanted to know if I was still in love with Cruz. Now, why would she even ask that unless she felt threatened?
That doesn't even sound like her. I was the one who was always threatened. I hated every second of it.
Hi, girl. Did you tell her yet, Santana? Tell her I'm on to you both? Why don't we start with which one of you actually planted the pill.
I can't eat all this. I'll get fatter than Nurse Brighton, and she's fat.
You don't order everything on the menu. Just order a couple of things. Besides, nobody would even notice another 10 pounds on you anyway.
Oh, no. You know those models that Nick showed me in the magazines? They're all very skinny.
Alice, you've had nothing but hospital food for the last umpteen years. I mean, if you can't even go to a restaurant and enjoy yourself, then maybe you should just give this modeling idea another thought.
What's the matter?
No, I'm not mad. I just don't think you're ready for this right now. I mean, most people aren't even ready for it. And they didn't just get out of the hospital. It's a very tough business, Alice.
Well, I'm a tough cookie. I mean, that's what Pearl told me. And you know what else? I'm better now, anyhow, and I'm better now.
Well, I know you're talking. I mean, you prove that much.
Well, not only that, I take my own bath, I cook. Courtney showed me how to shave my legs. Isn't that interesting?
Very.
And you know what else? Remember how I used to be scared of you? Well, I'm not anymore. And that thing that you used to show me, that thing, that...
My badge?
Show it to me now.
Are you sure you want to see it? I mean, we came here to have a nice time. I don't want you to get upset.
I want to see it. I want to prove it.
See? Still bothers you, doesn't it? It's not that easy, is it? I mean, there must be something wrong. There must be something there with it. What is it?
My daddy?
Oh, what happened?
A policeman shot him.
Yeah, sorry. Was he killed?
No, he didn't die.
Well, when was this? Okay, look, let's just forget it. We won't talk about that anymore, okay? Alex?
Excuse me. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
Oh, there's your face, Nick. I thought you had a big round piece of glass for a nose.
There's that beautiful smile. That beautiful $1 million smile.
Hey, let's not keep putting a price on it, okay?
Such innocent expression. One can see why they pay to see you on the stage. Quite an actress, isn't she?
What is he talking about?
Cruz found some pills in Keith's apartment. They were the same kind of pills that we used a long time ago to get me addicted.
How did you know they were the same pills? You stole the bottle?
I've known that you were behind those pills for months.
You guys, I don't understand any of this.
Is this your idea of trying to worm your way back into your boyfriend's heart? I mean, keeping me away from the apartment so she could stuff the pills into my kitty litter?
What?
Or was this your arrangement with Cruz?
You get out of here right now, or I'm calling a guard.
Oh, the great lady speaks. Let me tell you one thing. If this hits the fan, it's going to blow back in both your faces. I don't care if you're trying to scheme your way into Cruz's mattress. But if you keep slinging mud at me to curry favor with him, let me tell you, all the armed guards, all the attack dogs in the world aren't going to keep me from slamming your two lovely, lovesick heads together, you know.
Just in a few minutes?
Of course. City desk, please. Yeah, I have some information I thought might be of interest. It involves the DA's office. There's going to be an internal investigation soon regarding drug trafficking. It involves a highly placed individual. I can't be specific. Yeah, and they'll be trying to keep it under wraps, of course, but this is too big to stay quiet for long. No, I can't tell you my name. I'm just a friend and well-wisher.
Who's that?
No one for you to be concerned about.
to think about something else. Every time I close my eyes, all I can see is Brick Wallace's face.
He won't be in that state for long. A little luck and time, he'll start to heal, just like I did.
Have you? Is that all it took? Luck and time?
He helped in the beginning, Lily. I can't deny that. But I think I'm about ready to go it on my own.
What do you mean?
Well, there comes a time in every relationship where you've learned everything you can from the other person. I think we may have reached that point.
I haven't reached that point.
We got along fine before I came along, Lily. We will again.
Jason, what about all the things you said to me last night?
Whispered words of love were not among them.
I'm well aware of that. I know you don't need me as much as I need you.
If you needed me all that much, Lily, you would have confided in me.
I have confided in you.
No, not completely. You have a perfect right to keep secrets if you want to, Lily, but I have a right to want an honest relationship. If you and I can't come to some sort of understanding, we'll just have to come to a parting of the way. Unless you tell me why you're here, I can't afford you as a liability any longer.
Found the pills, didn't she?
Why did you hang up on me before?
Keith was around it. Never mind. Now, the pills that you found, are they the same ones that were in my allergy prescription?
Well, the lab report didn't come back yet. But they looked exactly the same. I think Angel was on the level when he told you to keep the supply.
And we'll finally be able to prove it.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that if we do, you won't have to face that hidden wrench on.
You know, I still can't help being ashamed of letting him use me. I really should have realized what was going on.
Well, you know, people are vulnerable when they're unhappy. You're no exception. Neither am I, for that matter. I just hope you never find yourself that unhappy again.
I've been working on it.
I can see that. Santana, I'm really proud of you.
I hope that someday we won't remember how it ended. We'll only remember how it began. Night.
Good night.
Inspector, Miss Keppel left this for you.
Thank you, John. I'm going to the airport. I want to see where it all happened. Meet me. Eden.
You don't know what you're asking.
I'm asking you to take down barriers, Lily. I don't like not knowing what I'm dealing with. And with you, I feel like I'm dealing with something different every day.
I haven't told anyone. Not since I was a child.
Then it's probably time you did.
I'm afraid to hear myself talk about it. You're so ugly. So ashamed. Are you sure this is the only way that I can keep you with me?
Ultimatum time. It happens to the best of us.
And there's one thing you have to swear to me. That you'll never tell anyone unless you have my consent.
Lily, it can't be that
I
bad.
need it, Mason. Those are my conditions.
All right, you have my word. Now tell me.
Maybe that's why I had to invent myself. I felt so worthless. Like nothing. I finally made up my mind that I was going to be so special that everyone had to pay attention to me. Even...
All right. I understand. It all makes a bizarre kind of sense now. Why did you come here?
I guess I just wanted to see why this place was so special.
It's not so special, not to me.
It was one. It was exciting you and Victoria living.
I don't think about it.
You don't miss it?
Of course not.
You don't need excitement anymore.
Eden, you give me just about as much excitement as a man could handle.
I don't mean that. I mean, sometimes things can get too comfortable.
You and me? Not a chance.
How do you know?
I know because you have an absolutely unfailing instinct to keep doing weird things. Now let's get out of here.
No. I want to stay.
You really worried about us getting too comfortable? Feel a little less comfortable now? Is that better? I want you to promise me something. That you will stop thinking that this place or any other place could mean anything to me if you weren't here. I want you to forget all about that.
Make me. Would you please make me forget?
It's homecoming week on NBC, and tonight on the season premiere of Highway to Heaven, can Michael Landon help a tormented woman and an embittered child face the ultimate test of love? Then on a special one-hour season premiere of Gimme a Break, Nell's Leaving Home, followed by the season premiere of St. Elsewhere, winner of 6 Emmys, more than any other television program this year.